Good morning, hitchhikers. Mindlessbile here, and today is the day that No Man's Sky is being launched for PC. I have about 2 hours left to wait here. My Steam page says I have only till 12 o'clock to wait, but the official tweet or whatever from Sean Murray and Hello Games stated that it probably wouldn't be out on the east coast of the United States till around 1 p.m. And I'm also kind of expecting a little bit of lag for it to actually be available. I doubt it'll be available at 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock on the dot, plus the download time. So hopefully by 1:30, 2 o'clock, I will finally be able to play the game I've been waiting months now to play. Now, I've been on vacation now since Monday. Monday was my first day, expecting to be able to play it Monday night at midnight, and so I've been suffering the last couple of days waiting for this to come out, and I haven't been able to focus on much of anything, so I haven't really made any videos since last Saturday or Sunday. Also, I was planning on making some No Man's Sky videos about the updates, but I noticed that tons of other channels were all getting copyright strikes. Not that I'm sure they'd pay much attention to my channel that's getting no view, but no sense in making any stupid risks over something. It seems like they were censoring anyone who was giving any type of bad news or anything. Now, I've been following Reddit. That's about the only thing I've been doing for the last couple of days, is following the No Man's Sky, the game Reddit forum, or whatever you want to call it, subreddit. I think that's what they actually call it on Reddit. I'm new to this stuff. But there's been a lot of flack over the last couple of days about this game since it's been released on Monday or Tuesday on PS4. All kinds of different problems. Some of the most important is the fact that even though the huge impossibility of two players actually meeting up, that two actually have, supposedly. I'm not sure whether or not it's confirmed or not. They're saying all kinds of different things, but it looks like two people met up together and were not capable of seeing each other. Not only that they seemed to be into different types of times of the day. One was at the evening and one was at the day while they were on the same planet. And obviously they should have been there at the same time. Now, the Sean Murray and Hello Games have basically said that the servers were so overloaded at that point that if that weren't the case, if they were not overloaded, that they would have seen each other. But a lot of people aren't really happy with this answer and the lack of their communication. So, a lot of problems. Other problems include the pre-order ship. Anyone who's pre-ordered the game and got the pre-order ship, as you play the game and there's an intro of the game, a kind of tutorial. One of them is to get your hyperspace drive or one of your higher grade drives to be able to leave the solar system. Now, if you unlock your pre-order ship, that takes away that tutorial. And like I said, I haven't played the game yet, but from what I read, it seems that if you unlock that ship before you finish the tutorial, you kind of get screwed on any other ship you get, because you don't get the blueprints or the ability to make that hyperdrive now, and it's made a lot of people stuck. Plus, a lot of people, the game is constantly crashing on the PS4, especially when people take their first hyperdrive out of their starting system. So there's a lot of problems people are having with it. The FPS on the PS4 was supposed to be at about 30 frames per second, and it's going down the lower into the low teens. I've read about as low as 13 frames per second. The field of view is incredibly zoomed, so people have been getting headaches and everything else just because it seems so zoomed in, and they're hoping that the PC version will have the option to slide that back a little bit. People are finding a lot of other people's stuff. There's even been people posting on Reddit that they've actually started out on a planet that somebody else discovered, that people are able to go and rename the planets that you've already renamed because you might have not uploaded them yet, or you might have been offline, because at one point they actually had to shut off the servers. There were so many people playing and there was an awful lot of problems. Now, one of the other big problems is they're saying the similarities, which, I mean, people have only explored such a small percentage, in the way that the random of this game is kind of set up, that just by pure random you're going to get similarities just as much as you're going to get not similarities. At least that's kind of the impression that I got. But as far as like terrain and animal types and the types of appendages or body parts they have, there's a lot of complaints as to the similarity of it. And with all that negative aside, I kind of knew what I was getting myself into. I'm not one of those people. I didn't want multiplayer. I liked the fact that we were all able to go on and download and put all our own names and stuff on everything. But I really didn't care about meeting up with another player. If it happened, I was more or less worried about getting killed or destroyed or losing my ship. So not being able to see or interact with players is not a big deal to me. I never liked multiplayer gaming to begin with. The similarities, I kind of expected, like I said, that would happen. I kind of figured that was the nature of the random nature of the game, and I assumed that they were only going to be able to put in so many different types of body parts. Sooner or later, you're going to start seeing the same type of thing. And a lot of the other things people are saying that compared to the trailers we saw going into this game, that we're not getting the same thing. And I don't know, I kind of see it based off of the pictures and the few videos I've been allowing myself to watch. I really don't see much of a difference from what we've been shown and what we've seen, other than the fact that we have not seen any animals on the immense scale size of the giant sandworm or snake, as well as the giant brachiosaur type creatures on the one planet, Orion 5 or Orion 4. But still, I'm still super excited for the game. I don't care what anyone's saying. I don't care if they're a little bit similar. It's still exactly what I want and what I knew I was getting into. I had no disillusions about what the game was going to be, or the fact that even for myself it might get a little bit boring. The only thing I heard that might be a little bit too tedious is it gets to the point where survival, due to hostile environments, whether it be toxics or radiation, gets to the point where they've seen some players having to go into their inventory every minute to craft new items or energy in order to keep their character alive and keep on playing. And I agree that that would be a bit annoying. But other than that, I haven't heard anything that has dissuaded me in my, I won't even call it hype, just my expectations for what this game is. Now, as far as what I'm planning on doing today for recording, I plan on doing an initial first impression video. The first, me playing the game for the very first time and crash landing on my very first starter planet, my kind of getting my grounds and self around. I don't know how long I'm going to make this, whether or not I'm going to edit or just show you the whole experience as it is. It's kind of a, this is what it looks like when you actually play this game, boring parts and all, whether or not you want to buy it or you're interested in it, or whether I'm going to, play for a whole hour and show that to you or edit it down. I'm not really sure. But I know expect sometime around 3 o'clock, at least my Eastern U.S. time, I should hopefully have something downloaded or be on my way to uploading something to YouTube of my first planet. Now, I'm not going to be using my webcam overlay. I'm not really, just like when I started We Happy Few, I'm not really sure. It looks like every single corner has information going in it, and I don't want to see my face over there while I'm trying to play the game. And plus, the game looks so goddamn beautiful, I really don't want to put my face on it. And since I'm such an unreactionary, unexcitable kind of person, it's not like you're missing out on anything. I'm not going crazy over here because I'm seeing something neat. So there's no sense in ruining the game to put my face on there. Now that I've heard you're able to 100% the species on the planet, I plan to do that for every single planet that I'm on, if it's at all possible. So I'm sorry if that bores anyone, but that's how I play. If there's any type of 100% something I can do in this game, I am going to go for it. As well as I said earlier, I plan on going to all the scannable areas and locations on the planet before I leave. So expect a lot of videos for my first planet, unless it's a very unexcitable, no species, nothing going on planet. But including today, I still have I go back to work next Wednesday. So I got about 4 or 5 days, including today, to keep on uploading content. And with that, I hope to at least upload at least 2 to 3 decent length videos a day. So hopefully I can pump out a lot of stuff in these next couple days before I go to work. And hopefully I can kind of explore my first system to at least 100% species completion before I blast off into the next solar system. So that's all I got to talk about before the game launches. So stick your thumb out and subscribe if you want to hitch a ride with me, Mindless Bile, to the center of the galaxy.